Hi there. We're getting into 1.6 algebraic manipulation limits. So, real quick, this is that's limit of x approaches negative one. Blah, blah. So this is your function that you would plug your x value into. That'll be negative one squared plus two into negative one minus four. That's one plus no. What? One minus two minus four. That is equals to negative 5. And the limit of x approaches, limit of x approaches, this is just 6. And then this goes same thing, 0, 0. So we can't just do this, right? So we factor x out. So this would be x into 4x minus 5 over x. So x is canceled out to 4x minus 5. When x is 0, that equals to negative 5. Same thing. This right here, x negative 7, x into x cannot be negative 7 because you present 0, you cannot divide by 0 because it'd be undefined. Then we'd have to factor all of this out. So this would be 2x. I gotta be careful here. What would you add to give you this and multiple? Okay, so I'm not doing all that, but we have to do, first of all, we'd find the factors of this. X plus 7 is probably one of them. So x plus 7 to x plus 6. That's probably it. Anyways, so this would eventually cancel out up here, blah, blah. We get our value. But we go on to this. For the limit does not exist. So x plus 6 at the bottom. X cannot be negative 6. But in this case, since x is negative 6, we got to factor and cancel. So x, what would you multiply to give you this? And add to, so that's be negative x minus 4. No, x plus 6. X plus 6. Let me pause this for a second. So I take a little break to solve this out. So this would be x plus 1, x plus 3 over x plus 6. And if we end up distributing all these values out, we would get negative 6 at the bottom plus 6, which equals to 0. And our equation would be undefined because we can no longer cancel anything out. So for these, Miss Jensen just said this 1, this 1, this 0, this 0. I'm gonna take it like that. We haven't learned how to explain it yet. And okay. So limit of sine 3x over 3, like we said, it's actually gonna be 3 because you basically just multiply this by 3. But then we would have to take a limit at x equals to approaches 0 of 3 sine 3x over 3x, which would be 3 times, we just multiplied it. So it would be, we just multiplied this by 3 times 3. So let me expand it out. So it'd be sine 3x times 3 over 3. So this should give us 3 sine 3x over 3x. It just cancels out. That's just sine x over, sure, that's equals to 3 times 1 equals to 3. Same thing goes over here. This would be equal to 7 over 9 because sine 7x over sine 9x would be equals to 7 over 1 times 1, no, divided by 9 over 1. Reciprocate 7 over 1 times 1 over 9. We get 7 over 9. Okay. It's just a little something like that. Cosine squared x minus 1 over. So this might get a little tricky here. And then we have to do cosine squared of x minus 1, cosine squared of x plus 1 over cosine squared, cosine of x plus 1. This would cancel out. We have cosine squared of x minus 1 over x. And because x is 0, and that would be equals to what? Equals to 0. I'm going to take it like that. Okay. No, we have x times cosine of x. Anyways, 70. We're on to 1.7.